Hello. JZD John Deere, you've been in a lot recently, and you should know by now that we speak English in chat. Hey Sam, how are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. So I've apparently got to finish off this cotton contract, which I forgot that I had. And I don't want to leave it overnight, so we're gonna skip night in a minute. Also, Sim, are you gonna be on TeamSpeak tonight, or are you working again? Because I want to get something off you. You have nothing to give? Oh, sweet, you be on. Yeah, I need to ask you for something that, shall we say, would be useful for one of my series. To save the monies.
Hello, Dave. That Dave. Dave there.
A Million Mo, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Pretty sure that's a troll name, but it's a funny troll name, so I'm fine with it. I'm always suspicious when a name is like a Simpsons joke. Hey Dylan, how you doing today, dude? You doing well? I'm doing good, Dylan. Thank you very much for asking. You're on a Ravenport editor that does all animal pens on the main farm. But you can put them there. Somebody actually edited Ravenport to do something that you could do very easily in game. This is the weirdness of modding in 2019. Or in FS19. They don't go down flat. They do go down flat, they just wonk out the terrain around them. And with the terraforming tool coming in the next update, there's even less reason to do these kinds of edits. I get why the modder did it. I'm just very confused as to, you know, why people aren't patient enough to wait. Yeah, Bradley, literally in the next update for Farm Sim, they're gonna have the terraforming tool that will fix the problems. Don't want to listen to the Johnny Dodgers. No thanks, Foxtrot. Hello, Farmer Campion. I'm enjoying the glistening of the AI's lights off in the distance, by the way. Hey, Silver. I would ask, but I already know the answer. But I'm gonna ask anyway. Did you see the picture from Realism's modding showing off the new snow in Seasons today? Because that looks nice. I didn't know you could do that with textures. Realismus and probably one person in particular has possibly injected some stuff into the game that he had pre-prepared. Because, yeah, that shouldn't theoretically be possible. Also, I'm just pausing the game here real quick. Or bring up the escape menu to fix me bloody stream labels because they're too big. There we go. I think it's more a case of OBS is just in the wrong place, but fixing stream labels is just as easy. Hey Brendan, how you doing today, dude? Here we go. When is Seasons coming? Soon, TM. Seasons will be coming when it's done. There's a lot that the Seasons guys, knowing them and having seen the development of Seasons FS15, there's a lot that they're going to want to do, a lot that they're going to want to improve upon, a lot that they're going to want to change. So don't expect to see Seasons for a few months at minimum. Is Seasons being made? No, we're just talking about Seasons in FS19, the picture that was released today of Snow in Seasons in FS19 for fun. Yes, Seasons is coming. I'm doing good, Brendan. Thank you very much for asking. I didn't know that they could do snow shaders like that on vehicles. I didn't even know you could get the dirt skins to dynamically change. So that's kind of interesting that that's a thing now. It'll be fun for modders to potentially have grass dirt on some tires or something. Hey, Kirk. Simulator said, by the way, guys, if he hits 80,000 subscribers by Christmas, he will do a stream where he sings Christmas carols badly. He has told me this. 100% true. So, make sure and keep reminding him about the Christmas Carol stream. Only 8,000 subs to go. Ah, no. It's the best troll ever, because you'll never hit 80k, which means that people are being trolled into subscribing for you for something that's not gonna happen. It's like me in the special video at 10k if I hit that before Christmas. Because I'm 700 off still. And there's only, what, 3 weeks until Christmas? I'm not gonna get 700 subs in 3 weeks. Especially seeing as I've not gained, basically... I'm actually minus 2 subs in the last week. So that's a brilliant troll. Possibly my greatest yet. Bit of a shame though. Yeah, somebody needs to bring out an oats measurement mod for Simulate, because he just gives the horses too many oats apparently. I love those people that are like, in reality I wouldn't do this because it would kill the horses. Like, it's a game. You can have fat horses if you want. You know, Brendan the fat horse, who cares? Lobby Brendan the fat horse. Newest addition to Farm Sim. He ate too many oats and he got fat. Did suit that way or no way at all. I'm waiting for somebody now to bring out a fat horse mod, by the way. Seeing as you do apparently give the horses way too many oats, we need fat horse mods. Which is just the horse model, but stretched out to be hilariously fat. Doesn't need to be good, just needs to be funny. No, Brendan, you're not a fat horse. The fat horse is named after you. Because you're the one that fed the horse too much. Also, it's the first name that came to mind. You do feed them for 6 days. Well, this is true. Also, how does he know you've not, like, laced the oats with helium so they're actually really light? Like, they might be the world's lightest oats and 7,000 litres might, or however much you gave them, might actually weigh 2.5 pounds. This is the thing that you forget about Farm Sim, is like, Farm Sim is set up as a game. And too many people forget this because they think, oh, it's not realistic. Well, of course it's not. It's a game. You don't complain that Fortnite's unrealistic. You don't complain that Minecraft is unrealistic because creepers don't actually exist. Fortnite has a simulator. Speaking of, I still need to play that game that I was sent the other day. After all the whining and emails back and forth, I still haven't played that damn game. So I'm gonna give that a try later tonight, probably, and if I like it, I'll probably do a video. Fortnite is a Hunger Games simulator. My point stands, you don't complain that games are unrealistic. But you do complain a farm sim is. Or people do, I'm not saying you guys do. You guys... You watch me, you don't really care about realism. I'll be honest. Where are the workers for the cotton? What do you mean, where are the workers for the cotton? Hey, Twitchy. Be very careful with your answers. As the webcam froze. Oh, for the love of crap, it's done it again. I didn't even touch it this time. I'm gonna just pause the game and I'll be back in a second because I need to restart OBS. So I'll be back in a moment. I'll put up the VOV screen in the meantime. And we should be back. In theory. Just it's that easy to fix, but it's a bloody pain. I need to fix like my entire setup later tonight. Sim, you would think so, yes, but no. That would be the logical way to do it, but the cable is perfectly within reach. It's just down by the edge of my chair. For some reason that doesn't work. I need to actually fully restart OBS. Because something goes weird with the webcam. Something goes wrong with, I think, OBS itself that causes that to happen. So I didn't touch the cable. I just restarted OBS and now the webcam's working again. Probably a Logitech driver issue, I would not be surprised. Like, that would not surprise me in the slightest that it's a Logitech issue. Because Logitech make good hardware, sure, but the drivers, oh my god, the drivers are crap. Simulate doing MP for consoles. He will once console dedicated servers are a thing. 100% guaranteed. But now chat's broke. That is easier to fix. Because all I gotta do to fix chat is go over here, click Properties, refresh cache, and boom, it's just scrolled up. I don't know if I can scroll this down, you know. Why is OBS trolling me so today? I can't scroll chat. I know what to do. No, it is legit broken, isn't it? Shutdown source and not visible. can't click on it. Oh, now I've... Well, chat's getting turned off because I've just broken it. They took it out? It's, couldn't do anything and I accidentally set it back to the default. That's bloody annoying. Anyone know if you can't, why you can't mow grass when you drove over it with crop destruction? Yes! It's because it brings grass down to the first growth stage, which is non-harvestable. It's just being regarded as growing in that situation. GG Dave break. I know, I always break things. Was that a message from you I just got, Sim? No, it was a message from Faye. What did Faye send me an FSUK link for? Fat horse? No. It's for a map. Silly and very annoying. It kind of makes sense. Oh dear. Yeah, it's on their Twitter. Somebody's trying to bring out a map they made in less than a week and complaining that it got leaked. People used to do it with line swears. Yeah, but it looks like that's something that is inbuilt, because that's all in-game stuff. It looks like they might be tweaking it somehow. Better have got put second growth like in 17. Yeah. If it's 19 Baldy Kino's already out. Guarantee you it is a hot mess. Hey GD. I'm super cynical about mods right now. Like anything that's not from Giants I'm just writing off as a hot mess. Unless it's something that is a very simple mod. Somebody did 17 versions. Yeah, but it took him like 6 days to make it fast farming. It's going to be a disaster. Like, that's a map that I'm going to say right now, don't touch it with a barge pole because it will be just an error-ridden mess. You're feeling it? It might well do so. Like when Oxy's saying, oh, the map that I already had pretty much finished in 17 is gonna take probably about 2 months to do in 19. And somebody else is saying, I made this map in 6 days! Wonder which map's gonna be better quality. Wonder which map's gonna be worth actually trying. Hey, son. If you can't tell, my standards for mods and maps have increased again. I'm gonna be using very few this time around. Because bad maps irritate me too much, and bad mods do the same. Pretty much, Dylan. Pretty much, I mean, that's... Unfortunately, the mentality of some people is, mine's the first, therefore it's the best. Well, no. Being first is probably the worst thing you can do. I know that I try and be first with some stuff when I can, but I always have kind of a minimum quality standard that I use. Right, let's get the sun lit up. There we go. The sun shall light the way to salvation. It's not even the first rubbish map, it's the, like, it's one of many. It'll be one of the first rubbish UK maps. What do you think of Article 13? I'll put it this way, if I could get a flamethrower to that and just kill it with fire, I would. So let's get over to the spinnery. Should be a fairly straight shot. Let's get the beacons on, just so that people can see this ray of sunshine coming down the road. If they somehow miss this nonsense, then they really, really, really shouldn't be driving. And this will finish the contract and mean I can... Oh, good lord. Mean I can skip time forward. And I'm going to do that with the cheats, because it's easier. What even is Article 13? It's a European copyright law that they're trying to bring in that would basically kill YouTube. It would mean that I'd basically be making doing a stream one day, and then the next day, oh, YouTube actually won't let me stream anymore, or upload videos, or basically do anything because, hey, Article 13's come into force. That's how terrible Article 13 is that it would literally kill YouTube. Worldwide, not just, like, for me, but for everybody. Not just for me and for Sim and for you guys, but for literally everybody else. You live in the US? Well, Article 13 means none of the European YouTubers, including PewDiePie, can get anything up ever. Contract finished. Let's just finish the contract here. And let's just set the time. Just set daytime 8. There we go. Magically it's 8 in the morning. It'll kill Insta, modding, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, memes, Twitch, the internet as we know it. Right. We got 5 grand, we got 2 fields that are ploughed now. So I think the next job is going to be cultivating. Just got new Wi-Fi in the new house, 70 meg per second. Woo! Very nice. Once you go to fast internet, once you start getting like proper fast internet, you really can't go back to even something that's relatively slow. Well, the wear has affected the plow now. I have to say, with the worn moldboards, that looks way nicer. So I'm never going to repair the plow. Going from 300 kilobits to that, yeah. it's always nice to go up to, like, what I would now describe as a proper internet speed. Some people might call it fast, I call it just proper. Anything over 20 meg is just proper internet. As I wallop into a signpost, or a light post. Let's start unfolding here. This is, by the way, the disco cultivator. It'll kind of go off in it. There we go. It's already starting to just go off in its own direction, do its own thing. And as long as it kind of gets all the cultivating done, I don't mind it doing the disco thing behind me. As long as it doesn't go off in a weird direction so badly that it just stops cultivating bits that I actually want cultivated. I don't mind it doing this. I don't mind it drifting like that. I do like how I just cultivated a tree and it didn't care. Hey, Barkan. Doesn't make sense though, you're in the middle of nowhere. It depends on where the fiber lines are, Massey. Like, you can get fiber lines in really odd places just because there's something nearby that needs, like, really fast fiber and are willing to pay for it. Why did you bring forward Pedro's textures from 17? Like, all due respect to Pedro, the 19 textures are so much better and his textures look crap in comparison. It'll probably be in the bug fix patch, GT. I'm pretty sure this is the same problem that the... Was it Windrowers or Tedders used to have this problem where they... traction was set a bit lower than it should have been and they just started doing weird things. Not an intended thing, but a funny thing that happens. You want to know looking forward. Could you not wait until somebody did a proper texture for 19? For those of you just joining and wondering why there's no chat, it's because it's broken. In true RainbowDave fashion, also, is my webcam still working? It's still working. In true RainbowDave fashion, the chat's broken after the webcam broke earlier. I've probably just broken it there. No, it's still working. I do need to, like, rejig my entire setup. I've just realized that if it's not working, it won't be lit up blue. No, you couldn't wait. Fair enough, fast farming. Baffled by bad internet is still a thing, because internet service providers can't be bothered paying for the expense of actually maintaining the fiber cables. Or activating them. Hey, EJ. Or in many cases, installing them. You'll find that the places you installed fiber 18 years ago are now places that have decent internet. But the places that didn't get it installed 18 years ago will still have SpudNet because the providers can't be bothered spending money bringing it to rural areas. That's why satellite broadband is a thing. Hey, Woodshed. You live in Dublin, the Wi-Fi is still really slow. Another problem is as a much bigger problem, and it's down to the service providers again, oversubscribing the fiber boxes. Which is something that Virgin Media in the UK are notorious for. Hey, Oxy. Yeah, wait, you pay for fiber, but it's just copper wires. Noisy, you could actually demand a refund or that they install fiber because you're not getting what you paid for. That's actually fraud. Pay 0 for gig speed. That would be nice. I would like gigabit broadband. I'm fine with like 50 down, 20 up, but I'd like gigabit. Gigabit would be nice. Do that and fight to the end. Yeah, just say like you're paying for fiber. You're getting it through copper cables, apparently. I don't know the truth of that matter. But like, say, I'm paying for fiber, you're putting this through copper cables. Now either you lower the price to reflect the fact that it's not a fiber connection, or you give us a fiber connection. Now you'll probably end up getting a lower price because they'll demand you pay extra for the fiber, which is what you were theoretically paying for already. So you'll probably just get cheaper internet for the same speed. Or cheaper, like, bills for the same internet. But make sure and demand in a nice way. Because you're more likely to actually win if you're nice about it. At first, anyway. You'll get more with honey than you will with lemons. Use a fiber to copper door. So yours is fiber to the cabinet, isn't it? Is the way they put that? Fiber to the cabinet and then copper to the premises. Then the other one is copper to the premises. Or fiber to premises. Mine is fiber to cabinet as well. But the cabinet's like 400 yards down the road. Less, actually. It's just down the end of the road where I live, so not a big deal. It's also the main exchange for the town, so reliability is quite good in terms of connection. In terms of router, not so much. If you're enjoying the stream, please do feel free to hit that like button. I've noticed we were only apparently on 14 likes, unless my like counter's broken again. We got 54 people watching. Let's see if we can get 50 likes. I love getting 50 likes on streams. Doesn't happen nearly enough. Not even quarter mile away. Mine's probably not more than 150 meters away. Like, I know I said 400 yards, I was exaggerating, but it's probably not more than 150, 200 meters away. So not even quarter kilometer. Yours is right across the road, but only get 100. Yeah, you pay for fiber? Wow, you're getting ripped off, Bradley. So I hate internet companies is they'll just rip you off wherever they can. Sky, well, there's your problem. Sky are notorious for just ripping people off for no good reason. So we'll be seeding today because, well, this isn't going to take much longer, and we do need to get more crops on the ground. You have Aptus in Kildare. I've never heard of that ISP. Ooh. On-screen chat broke. Yeah, and then I accidentally broke it more, so that's kind of dead for the day. I've got no data limit, but I do have a speed limit. But it is the fastest speed that is providable, so effectively no limit. Yeah, Virgin Media was getting 100 down, 50 up. Well, why did you change? That's a company, I've never heard of them in my life. They're probably running like Imagine or Airlines, most likely. In the bright side, we don't need to complain about air too much. It's usually just the router's crap. Which is kind of an own thing with the air routers. They're terrible. I am enjoying how derpy this cultivator is, by the way. You'd like to complain about air? Fahy, it's different because they're... Well, I had the same complaint because they said they'd have fibre in by one date and it didn't get installed until nearly a year later. I'm on a hill. Yeah, but it's going in weird directions still, Kieran. This cultivator just likes skidding off in weird directions. Like, it's perfectly fine going uphill like this, but when it goes downhill, it just goes off on a weird tangent. Will we see a camera collision mod? I've heard that the old one works if you just change the mod desk, which I'm not going to do just because I prefer to have one that 100% works. It isn't just some weird shoehorning in. So I'm going to wait until there is a proper one out. Also, I think you can turn it on cheat mode if you got that enabled, so... There's plenty of ways to get camera collision mod, or camera collisions turned off. It's just that, I'm kind of okay with the camera collisions, I'll be honest. Just because it's a trailed one. None of the other trailed ones do it, though. You won't start about air. You love air, really, Fahy. Also, weren't you supposed to have fibre by now? Or has it now been put back again until the new year? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think a cultivator in real life would go off at this sort of angle. Kieran. Like, considering it's being dragged through the dirt and is gripping the dirt, it shouldn't go off at a 45-degree angle to the tractor. And it definitely shouldn't be climbing a hill. Because that's what it's doing now, is it's just climbing a hill. It's an old problem the Giants have had with stuff before. It's a known thing. It'll be fixed in the next patch. The crows are really quite enthralled by the cultivating action. They've... Oh, no, those three have gone. So before Christmas, talking on the phone, engineer that was out said January-ish. That sounds about right. Unfortunately. They are... Yeah, Air doesn't have the best communication skills. So they will give you like 16 different dates before it actually comes in. First date was about 2 years ago. Well, next time you talk to him, Fahy, mention that. It's like, you've been telling us for the last 2 years that we'd be getting fibre. And every time we ask, the date just magically increases. It just moves farther down the road, so I'm telling you right now. I'm asking you right now, what date will we get fibre? If we don't get it by that date, we will be seeking further remedies. Because this is a joke. You know, it is a joke at this point with you. Because they make promises and they just don't keep them. That's the point where you should be writing down every single call you have and what was said and who you were talking to, and then you'd have a full not necessarily a transcript, but record of what you know, the magical date changes that I keep doing for you guys. Camera Collision won't come in on PS4 most likely, Rabbit Man. It is a script. Placeable sea tanks probably will. Unfortunate if you want fibre and iron but air, the best of the bad lot. For 90% of the country. Wonder why they haven't done carrots. I'm sure there's a reason. Even if it's just we don't want to do carrots. There's probably a reason. So did I get any extra seeds that time? No, I didn't. Ooh. You got camera collision for FS17? Oh, interesting. I was convinced that was a script. So maybe it might then. Maybe you'll get camera collision mods in 19. I'm gonna go refuel this thing because it does need refueling. And there's fuel point. The easiest one to get to is down by the shop. Just patiently waiting. Start making some noise. Start threatening them with Joe Duffy. That usually gets companies to move. Once they hear the name Joe Duffy, they suddenly jump to attention and start actually doing things. Can you join? No, this is single player, Fenno. I do multiplayer every other day, so tomorrow will be multiplayer. I am alternating at the minute to keep the pretty much everything fresh for me. Because I find I get very bored if I'm doing only single player and very bored if I'm only doing multiplayer. Right, where is this going to want to be refueled? So the John Deere wanted to be refueled out here. Oh. Yes, this is totally where you'd fuel a tractor. Hey, Cheshire. I mean, I can suggest carrots, IDK. I am due to have some talks with giants in the very near future, so I can make a couple of suggestions, and carrots would definitely be an interesting one. The threat of Joe Duffy solves many problems. Any problem in Ireland if you got one? Joe Duffy. Oh, sorry. There are multiple workers available, like, in-game. It's just that I tend to do stuff manually. Is the plastic on the front of this wearing? Hang on a second. Is that dirt or plastic? Or where? I'm really not sure. Let's get the seeder on the back of this and get going on fields 28 and 29 though. Martin, I have heard unconfirmed reports from somebody who might know that about these things, that the Terra variant is planned. Let's get some wheat in the ground, why not? We'll start off with field 29, just because reasons. How come in the autumn one you can't bale hay bales? You should be able to. I've heard they are planning on releasing the Terra variant, but there's a lot of stuff that they're kind of working on at prioritizing, like the bug fix patch. That's kind of more important than you know, some mods. In my eyes, at least. I don't know about you guys. You guys might disagree and say, well, mods are much more important. The bug fix patch is due in the next few weeks, so hopefully we'll see it quite soon. Ah, now I realize why I didn't need any extra seeds, because this thing basically uses 0 seeds. The fields do I own again? 28, 29, 19 and 20. I'm hoping to get more income going soon. Specifically through animals. I'm hoping to save up like, what was it, 50 grand to get a horse paddock? Because I'd like to do some horse stuff. Yeah, 50 for the small horse paddock, which is kind of the one that... I hired a worker at some point. 50 grand is the one that I want, the small horse paddock, because I don't think you need any more than a small paddock for the horses. I find it strange that small truck machines pull the same piece of equipment faster than the larger ones. It's usually down to the fact that the smaller machines might have a bit more torque. Getting 19 on Xbox One for Christmas, very nice. Why not make both these fields into one big one? Because having them both separate means I can grow 2 different crops. Also, it would be hellish to try and get the harvester around them, because I've only got the Bison harvester currently. And I feel like I'd be better off just keeping with the smaller fields for now, even though I've got field 19, which is relatively big. Ah, you have the wrapper turned on. Yeah, that'd be the problem. Sheep are actually the most profitable animal in Farm Sim, by the way. IDK. Although they have rebalanced animals, so sheep might not necessarily be the most profitable anymore. That wouldn't be a bad first port of call with animals, though. Sheep. That would not be a bad first port of call. Still stuck with poor FS18, but the mobile version. I feel sorry. I've never liked the mobile versions of Farm Sim. They've always got on my nerves for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I am enjoying how, if you look at this from certain angles, it's very difficult to see what's seeded and what's not. That's kind of realistic, because in real life you can't really see what ground is already seeded. I could do a couple of seeding missions, I've just realised. Or seeding contracts with just the equipment I have. And some seeds. What's the keys for raising camera in the dev console? So it's GS toggle flight no HUD mode. J activates flight, and then it's Q and E to go up and down. So, because I have flight HUD mode on already, they've massively increased the speed from 17, so you can go quite high. You can go up as high as you like. And have a bit of an overview of the entire map. There's the higher echelon of the map that I don't think I've really gone onto yet. Up by the sawmill. I have briefly. Didn't realize it was that high up over everything else. There's the lovely castle and stuff, and if I hit J right now to deactivate flight, it'll just drop me back down. If you use an Xbox controller, left bumper is up, right bumper is down, by the way. You put the farm up on that hill there, or the one over the other end of the map. I mean, you could, but you'd have a great time trying to place the damn thing. You'd probably create more cliffs than you get rid of. Ah, see, I've even made it even easier for you. What's my resolution scale? I don't know, Twitchy. Do you mean my resolution itself? 1920 1080. Scale? I have no idea. I think it might be 100%. Rob went mental last night, Dusty, because he thought Dusty Cove was Valley View. And how can you fly on PC? There's a console command that allows you to. He thought Dusty Cove was Valley View and he was completely raging. Why is he converting that? It's terrible, it's crap. And me and Len just said, Rob, do you mean Valley View? Which was the terrible one from the FSUK mod contest that nobody really liked all that much. He said, oh, never mind then. Hey, let's play Jonas, or Jonas and Martin's photographs. Just experimenting with graphical settings. I've just gone very high and changed the beacon lights to be reflective and up the amount of mirrors I can show. I don't mind not pushing everything to its absolute limits of what my PC can do, as long as the game looks good and, you know, it's got the stuff that I like having on. Are there goats in game? No. You get FPS drops in first person. Yeah, that seems to just be a historical thing in Farm Sim, is like there tend to be some weird FPS drops in first person, probably because it's rendering the entire inside of the tractor. Yeah, Valley View's best left dead. That was dead on arrival. There were some interesting ideas, but just didn't pan out very well. Why is Pretzel being so mean to me lately and just playing terrible music? There we go. Something chill. I still find it weird that I was asked to judge that mod contest in the maps section. Because there was one map that I genuinely was just like terrified to try because it looked questionable at best, and when I went in it was even worse than I kind of anticipated. Please play Christmas music. I'll see if Pretzel has a Christmas playlist, Noisy. Was it the US map? I'm not gonna say what map it was, but it was the one that came last. It was the one that was last in the contest because it was nowhere near finished. And in places unplayable. Like, every map had little weird little things going on where there was evidence of it being unfinished, or rushed, because all the maps to an extent were rushed. But that map just was straight up not ready. So it kind of sucked that it was entered, in a way. And poor Rob, because Rob comes and seems to speak, knows who made the map, like talks to that person quite regularly, and he thought I was being biased against it, and I just straight up said, no, Rob, I've been judging all the maps on the exact same criteria, and as harshly as each other, and that just was bad. Nightbot isn't a person, by the way. Nightbot is a robot, and all the messages that it posts are, like, pre-approved by me. And written by me. Just as importantly. Let's go get more seeds, because we're not going to seed the entirety of Field 28 with 81 liters of seeds, and we'll swap to... That was the wrong button! Do I have any barley down at the moment? I don't. I got oats, canola, wheat. Yeah, let's put down barley in field 28. Also, I hired work again by mistake. Let's just fill this. Well, there we go. And we're off again. So Field 28 shouldn't take too long, especially if I do it the right way. I may merge 28 and 29 in the future though, because these two fields are so wonky that they're just kind of asking to be merged along the roadside. Hey, you Leaky. How you doing today, dude? There may be a small bit of wheat in Field 28 now that I look at it. Hey, Maddie. How's things? Things are good. How are things with you, dude? I never said it was a bad idea. It's a bad idea for now when I've got the tiny combine, but moving forwards, once I got another... Well, once I get a bigger combine, then yeah, it's definitely going to be a good idea. Hey, Mark. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, do hit that like button. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well if you're down there. You haven't done so yet. You want to see more from me. And if you want to get notified occasionally by YouTube, and it feels like it, you can also hit the notification bell, and YouTube might eventually send out a notification or two when I'm starting to stream, or when a video's just gone up. Hectic few weeks, you've not played much 19 yet. It's been fairly hectic for me, and I've been playing possibly too much. Can I speed things up? What do you mean, can I speed things up? on the planting? No, because this is the fastest it'll go, Mark. If you're not interested in this, then shoo. Not in the mood for trolls today. I think all the mods are lurking as well. Am I gonna make him out for 19? Probably not noisy.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of a miracle.
Oh yeah, Maddie, that's a good reason to have been a bit hectic. Hope all are okay. You know, but you like farm sim, but you don't like farm sim at normal speeds. So you want me to go out of my way to get crappy mods that do absolute nonsense? Because that's the way that you like playing the game. I'm sorry, but I'm the one playing here. I get to choose what speeds things go.
New musical experience you can have.
Baby's doing great, mom's doing well as well. Good to hear, dude. Hey, Darren. Hey, when people say, I play farm sim this specific way, you need to play it that way too. No! Go away. Don't waste my time. Next song, please, because that one's terrible. Pretzel is being really mean to me the last couple of weeks. I find myself skipping songs fairly regularly in streams now. Because it's just too heavy for me, basically. Music that I can't stand. Anything new with me? There's a few things new with me, can't really talk about them. There's a giveaway going on at the moment, Matty. I would get it down, but I don't want to run the risk of breaking the webcam. I have to give away 2 copies, boxed copies, of the Farming Simulator C64 edition. It comes with an actual Commodore 64 cartridge that you can use in an actual Commodore 64. Tried and tested. It also comes with CD-ROM with a copy of the C64 edition. And an emulator so you can play it on your PC. And it comes with a user manual as well. Physical one in English and a digital one in 8 different languages. Ridge markers in Farm Sim are just useless in general, Jim's house. And if you want to enter, just put !C64 into the chat, and Nightbot will give you a link to Gleam.io where the giveaway is taking place. The reason I'm using Gleam is because it is 100% random choice. To the point where Landy's entered the actual giveaway, and if he wins, I will laugh so hard. Because there's no way for me to influence anything. But Landy has entered in the hopes of getting a copy, because he wants it for the same reason I want the 3rd copy that I was given to do a giveaway that I gave away to myself. And that's just because it's a very unique and rare piece of Farm Sim memorabilia that there are only 500 of those boxed copies in the world. So if you win one, you will be one of only 500 people, possibly less, that own a copy of the C64 edition that actually has a cartridge. There are only 500 cartridges in existence. There's obviously a lot more digital edition that you can buy direct from Giants for, I think it's €5. And there's the version that came on the disc. Probably the same disc that is in the box, which I've not opened. I don't plan on opening it. And that comes with the emulator and all that kind of stuff that you'll need for it to work. But only 500 actual Commodore cartridges exist. You could win one. I know the locations of 9. 3 are here. I know the locations of 6 more. Currently. So I know the positions of almost... what, a full 50th? A full 2% of the actual cartridges that exist. I know the positions of. Which is kind of insane. If you win, it ain't coming out of the packet. Mine's never coming out of the packet. Sim said he might open his for display purposes, but I'm really not 100% sure one way or another with mine yet. I don't plan on opening it unless I get like a display shelf behind me that I can really do things with. That's something that I am hoping to get though, is a shelf that it can't hold much because all 4 of my walls are plasterboard. But I've got a lot of knickknacks that'd be really cool to kind of just display on a shelf. So, what time is it? 1:15. We got about 45 minutes left of the stream. Landy probably won't be streaming because it's Sunday and he doesn't stream on Sundays normally. So, I am planning on finishing at 7 though, because I do want / need to do a few things off camera, including getting thumbnails and stuff for tomorrow's video. IDK, you're playing with fire today, you really are. I get that you're joking, but some of those jokes are pushing the boundaries with me a bit. That crow just flew sideways, upside down. Birds aren't exactly perfect. There's loads of ways to enter. There's loads of entries available to everybody. And the more entries you have, the more likely it is you'll win. So, you know, bulking up your amount of entries is definitely a good idea. Considering there's 2 winners, there's, I think yesterday when I checked it was 45 entries, individual people. I think 500 tickets in the draw, effectively. Now bear in mind that if you do enter, you will have to give me your address so that I can actually, like, mail the box to you. When's the draw? It'll be December 15th. I'll do a special stream on the 15th of December that'll only be 10-15 minutes long. And probably about half an hour before my normal stream, where I do the draw. Because I'm gonna do it live so you guys can see there's no mucking about going on. And you guys can see it happen live. Because like I could always say, oh look, Landy's won one, how convenient. Well, I could do that, but that would be cheating. That's exclamation mark C64 noisy. I toyed with the idea of giveaway, but C64 kind of was more fitting. What's the command? Exclamation mark C64. It's in the title. Because I was very good and put it in the title so you guys could check it during the stream. And I really should have just put it as giveaway now that I think about it. But oh well. Yeah, I don't want to be accused of cheating. So even if Landy wins in the live draw, it will be a legit win for Landy. The only advantage Landy had, and it's not really an advantage, was that he entered before anybody else could. Like, he was the first entry into the giveaway because I sent him the link the day before, or like the day of the stream or whatever, because he did want to enter. It would be CD, yeah. I thought you bought the collector's edition to get those. Let's just disconnect this. Right, next job. Let's see what jobs need to be done. Fields 28 and 29 could do with some fertilizing. Really? So let's clear this of lime, and it should have some lime left. Or not. That's fine too. That's actually better. Because I need to fill it with fertilizer. Be nice when Landy does? Absolutely. Like, he does want a boxed copy, but we're not gonna just rig a giveaway for him. And he knows that himself, you know. There's been a lot of honesty in TeamSpeak, like, as fun as it'll be and as cool as it'll be, there's no point in rigging the giveaway just because we're friends. Plus it means a bit more if he actually legit wins it. Right, let's get the 6R on this. I maybe shouldn't have got a 6R in hindsight. I could probably have done with a much smaller tractor. Well, we got a 6R now, so we're making do with a 6R. Reese, yes, I'm hoping the winners are both in, like, Ireland or the UK. I'll be very honest, because shipping costs anywhere else would be hilarious. But I'm not gonna rig it so that the winners are Ireland or UK. If that was the case, if that was the case, I would have only given away the one copy and just given him one. Like, if I wanted to rig it, I'd just say, oh, I've got one copy to give away instead of two. But no, I could have said I've got 0 copies to give away and give Fahy the second one. But no, that's not me. That's not what I do. If I must do a giveaway by somebody, I'll do a giveaway properly. And there may be more giveaways in the future, depending on stuff that I get sent in the future. Fahy, you know the rules, you gotta enter the giveaway. But there may be more stuff given away over time. I need to get in contact with people in the next week or so to discuss that. And I will do giveaways in different ways, like if there's something that's going to be super easy to give away, that is just send somebody a message, then I could do it through Nightbot or something. People who know me know that I'm just a nice guy off camera. I know I can sometimes come across badly, like when I'm in a bad mood, but I try and just be a nice guy. As much as I can be, at least. Sometimes my patience is tried. You've entered in every way you can? Well, that's the best way to have the best chance of winning. So that's those fields done. I could also do fields 19 and 20, but I'd really need to put care wheels on this, and I don't know if the 6R can actually have care wheels. So I might... How much... That isn't what I wanted. How much did the 6R cost new? I think it's regarded as a small, isn't it? No, it's a medium. So the 6R is 228. If I were to get like a... even a Maxim or something... Yeah, let's swap this out for a Maxim, which I think can have care wheels. Let's just double check here. So the Maxim can have care wheels. Can the 6R? Because if it can, this kind of makes a moot point here. No, it cannot. So yeah, let's swap it out for a Maxim with care wheels temporarily. $6M can? Can the 6M? Oh, 6M can. Yeah, swap out for a 6M then. Thank you, Sim. I quite like having a John Deere on the farm. So let's sell this and get, if we can. Oh, we definitely can. Care wheels or narrow tires. We will need a front loader attacher, and we'll get the 6155. It brings up to 133,000. Oh yeah, I can't have that and that. So it's one of the other. Yeah, let's get in that config then. I'm also gonna want to get just like 2 pallets of liquid fertilizer. $6M can also have a loader. That's what I've got on the 6M, and because I've got it on, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't come with a front linkage at all, anyway. So what I can do actually, in that case, is sell the front tank. I don't need that. Some dodgy mods around, I know. It's pretty much all mods that aren't on the mod hub are dodgy. So let's get fields 20 and 19 fertilized. They do need another layer, yes they do. No, don't do that. Now you can unfold. Yeah, there's a Ford tractor. It's just branded New Holland. Let's get this down as low as it'll go. And get spraying some fertilizer. Which I hope is fertilizing. It is! Hurrah! Almost impossible to tell where I fertilized, though. The point where I'm actually confident in saying it is impossible to say where I fertilized. Realism! Hey, Michael! So that's... Oh, those trees are so annoying. I may end up doing some forestry on this map. So So not missing any of it. Nope. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's demanding mods. Keep in mind that I sometimes say, like, it'd be great if this, and this was in a game. So, like, I could be regarded as demanding mods sometimes. Especially when it comes to Abbey machinery. Because I do love me Abbeys. Gonna start converting the Abbey soon. See? It works. I only demand that off Matt, and he knows why. There's a big difference between me legitimately demanding mods and demanding mods off Matt. That said, like, British and Irish mods are a bit of a moot point right now, seeing as there's no British or Irish maps, and I wouldn't really want to have... This is just how my mind works. I wouldn't want to have British and Irish machinery on like a German or American map, because it doesn't make much sense. So there's like, until there's a British map out, I don't care one way or another. Because I'm quite happy using the base game machinery. There's, some could argue, too much of it already. Remodel the Mikhail wrapper. Of course, Glengar just arrives and says Mikhail. I've hired a worker again by mistake. I think it's every time I go in and out of the menu using B. It just hires a worker because it only sees the B key press. It doesn't know what it's for, so I gotta be careful going in and out of the menu. So that's field 20 done. Come to Oregon, they don't use tractors for fields. Yes, they do. I'm almost surprised there's no weeds after growing up just yet. Steering is quite tricky on keyboard, that's why I'm using my Xbox controller now. Like, it's one of the things that I genuinely don't like about the game. So I'm just not, I'm just not gonna use the, keyboard for FS19. That's the way I'm gonna play it. I don't like something, I'm not gonna do it. Can't wait for season. Season's gonna be so much better. Wheels work fine now. I know, Sim, but the problem for me now is that I need to, because I've had my wheel under my desk for so long, I've just kind of accumulated crap under there. So what I'm actually planning on doing tonight, and I did decide this just before the stream, is I'm going to be diving under my desk and rearranging like half of under there and then like my floor. So as a result of that, there won't be a stream tomorrow because I'm pretty sure my room will be an well, more of a tip than it is right now. It'll be just upended completely tonight and tomorrow, so that I can rearrange everything to the point where I'm happy. Including, hopefully, fixing the wonky leg on my PC, which I think I've got the missing foot around here somewhere. It's just gonna take some getting used to. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like it and I had an Xbox controller handy, so I figured I'd just go with the easier option, which is Xbox controller. Wonder what you can make for the mod contest. Mikhail Fusion would be nice. I am Glengar. I am terrible for rearranging my room. Did I see the picture of Seasons with the snow? Yes, saw that this morning. That is very nice indeed. Realism's modding are really putting in top-notch effort for FS19. That much is confirmed. Can confirm. You could even say, Eric, that the picture of Seasons that was released today with the snow looks fantastic. I can confirm that it does look fantastic, and you could use the word fantastic to describe it. Realism's Facebook and Twitter. I found their Twitter account today as well. I think it was their Twitter that I saw it on. Is there any way to make mods on Xbox yet? It's only PC. It will only ever be PC. Because you need to code stuff. Wondering how much Sim is laughing right now. Because he knows what I've just done. My webcam's still working. Again, I looked up at the screen instead of looking at the light on the webcam. Quick reminder though that if you are enjoying the stream, you can hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more from me. It is that nice CD, isn't it? Like, fantastic is probably the right word. I mean, I can confirm that I do find that fantastic. They got, I don't know if they've got an Instagram. I know they've got a Facebook. I don't know about. I think they've got a Twitter. I don't know about Insta. I would presume they've got an Instagram. You're out for a bit. See ya. Moving so fast with Seasons. Yeah, but Dusty, you know why they're moving so fast with it. This time round. Mods not in the new material system look awful, which gives me an advantage because I can tell the lazy modders apart very easily now. Because they'll be the guys that are still using diffuse textures.
Hello, Dave. Dave.
Mr. Kristaps, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. I'm just going to fast forward time here. Actually manually, because the time speed command doesn't really work for speeding time along. We can step out of the tractor and just watch the clouds go by. So what I want to do is wait until fields 28 and 29 are on growth stage 2, so that I can fertilize them as well. It should be blatantly obvious when they are, because they should have some greenery popping up. I do need to check for weeds, which don't appear to have popped up yet. Why have weeds turned on? It's just occurred to me. Weeds are turned on, yes. Okay, those guys are on growth stage 2. Finally found an English FS19 stream. I'm always live at this time, dude. On screen chat, I broke it. Glengar, I broke it. So I need to basically... I say basically. I need to literally just reinstall my on-screen chat from scratch later on tonight because it broke. And then I broke it more. And it didn't end well. Hey, Tom. How's the head? Well, in my defense, Glengar, I was trying to fix it and then I broke it more. Because it had scrolled itself up somehow and I was trying to get it to scroll back down and I hit the wrong button. So there we go. Should be these fields fully fertilized now. Yeah, there are some Areas that need lime, inexplicably. Which I'm going to just conveniently ignore for now. GG. I mean, it's me, Glengar. Did you expect me to not break things? Play football today? Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, tractor says driving in the escape menu now. You can see it toddling along the field. So be very careful with cruise control on. It no longer stops your tractors. That's a change that I like, because sometimes I'll go into escape menu just to check something. Is that a weed? No, I think that was just a weird little graphical artifact. So you can see the tractor is still moving. It's still on full cruise control. And reset on seasons. When it's done, Eric, like there's no... Never have a release date for a mod, because it'll never hit that date. But, when it's done is the release date that's being planned. Mr. Cripstops, I have no idea what the hell you just put in. If you want to know stuff like, is this a driver or is this a thing, Google it. That's what I do. If I get some random string of letters and numbers pop up and like, I don't know what this is, Google. You guys just put in the command for the giveaway, so I'll do a bit of a talk about that. Because the giveaway I'm doing right now is for a boxed copy of the Farming Simulator Commodore 64 or C64 edition. There's only 500 boxed copies in the world, and in that box you get the CD with the Commodore 64 edition, you get a physical user manual in English, a CD that may be the same CD that has the game, probably is the same CD with the game, that has user manuals in 8 languages in PDF format. And what else do you get in the box? Oh yeah, an actual Commodore 64 cartridge of the game that will work on the original Commodore 64 and the re-release of the Commodore 64 that was done fairly recently. It will work on a Commodore. I've played it on Commodore, which is very weird. The first time I'd ever played Commodore 64, it was Farm Sim. And it all works perfectly, and it's weird and wrong, but it works. When will Giants start testing mods? Probably after the big patch that's on the way, I would imagine. Who on earth is a Commodore 64? There is a modern version of it, Glengar. There is like a modern re-release. So that's all the fields sorted fully until they're fully grown. So we just need to wait now until I think the oat field will be the first to pop. Until these are fully grown. And we just have to wait. What PC do I have? Custom built PC, Mr. Kristaps. Exclamation mark specs will get you my PC specs. There's a C64 mini as well, but I don't know if that has a cartridge port. You done? No. You done yet? No. What I can do while waiting is actually get the harvester into position. How much is a silo? Now that I think about it. 110 grand, so I can't afford to sign up. There we go. Where did I get FS19? Bought it on Steam, the version I'm playing currently. Thank you very much for the $10 CD for almost a year of stream entertainment. Is it that long? Good lord. See that, Jimmy Dogger? Dogger, even. Someone's released the 440s. How am I not surprised? I bought my version of Farm Sim off Steam. I do have actually a second copy that is a Giant's Direct copy. But the version I play on is a Steam copy because it's a bit easier. My phone is lit up with notifications again. That notification though, I love it. I maybe shouldn't have the combine turned on like this, but... Ooh, the oats are the final growth stage. Okay, we've got the oats ready to harvest now, so we need to go over here. Turn the time back down to real time. And we can do a harvesting. We can harvest some oats. And I should consider getting a baler, shouldn't I? It'll really depend on how much money I get from the oats, I guess. Hey, Kieran. I still think my member notification is better. Old MacDonald had a farm and it exploded. The combine might not make it up this hill. Come on. You can do it, little Bison. I believe in you. You can just about do the little combine that could. The speed at which tires get dirty. Yeah, that's a bit fast. Had. Old MacDonald had a farm. And it exploded. There we go. Let's just go up a random bit here. I believe the way that oats work is they produce more straw than wheat or barley, but less crop. So this is more of a straw crop than a grain crop, which is a bit interesting. Can't wait for the IT run. That's going to be so helpful. Like, I might even end up using the IT runner if it comes out soon enough to store straw in. For the animals, because that's something you could do. You can increase or decrease dirt speed, but even, like, I'm sure there's people who still think the tires get dirty way too fast. Because it's just the old tire dirt mod that's been put into the game properly now as a base game feature. All of the old For Real modules are now just base game, which is nice. Bit annoying at times, but nice. You know, try and buy the 990 off your father. You can give it a go, I guess. It's funny how, like, the mods that we never really used before, you're kind of finding new uses for them now all of a sudden. Like, IT Runner, even the, how are they going to bug fixes? I don't know. They're not, really talking about that all that much. They're aware of a lot of bugs and fixing a lot of bugs. But there's no progress report in the bug fixes, possibly, and probably because fixing one might cause 5 others they also need to fix. This is a problem with games. You know, that fixing one bug could cause 6 others that you didn't know could even happen, that also need fixing. Like, a quick example is there was a bug that they fixed while Sim and VF are Giants, and it caused a minor bug where the game forgot how to use a keyboard. Like, it just straight up, keyboard controls didn't work anymore. And you know, that's one of the bugs that they don't want to be happening in a release version. So, there's very rarely transparency when there's bug fixes happening from any game developer. So, kind of expecting that from Giants, It's maybe a bit too much to ask. So this should be the last pass before I need to empty the combine. I should probably, you know, get the actual trailer ready, now that I think about it. But it'll be fine. I think I've shrunk the trailer as well since I last did this, so... Yeah, the trailer looks shrunk compared to the way it was, so I think it might slip onto the combine a bit easier now. I think. Maybe. Come on. I believe in you, Combine. You can do it. No, you can't. Not with the header turned on. They're actively taking bug reports and even feature suggestions they're taking from the community. Like, they might not come in immediately, but Giants do listen. Contrary to the belief of some. The ears are there and the eyes are there and they do listen. Dave with his hardstyle music. Pretzel is just being an ass lately for me. She keeps playing the hardest, weirdest music. That said, I don't actually mind this song. It's quite heavy, but I quite like it. Bailover in game has a locking script. Yes. Really should have thought ahead. Armatrack, come to my aid, you little fart of a yoke. I love this tractor. It's so hilariously small, but it works so well. I forgot I put the lime pallets there. Or the game put the lime pallets there even. Hey, I don't need to prop up the combine anymore. Well, the days that mods are released. The days that mods are released are random days ending in the letter Y. Basically. song, please, Pretzel. Please be good. Sim, you got an open goal. .3 fixed the TX32. What was wrong with the TX32? I've not used that. You're joking. Sim, you got an open goal. Fahy scored the goal. Now 1455 and it won't stop wheeling on the front wheels and she unfolded. Interesting. Hey, Deutzfahr. For those that are new, I talk to Rob regularly, so I am a bit meaner to him than to everybody else. Also, my right knee is just locked, and it's quite painful. That is not fun. Webcam still working? It is, eh? So we should get 2 and a bit combine loads out of this field. You just keep locking to bales miles away, 16 bales in the field and it's locked to 12. Interesting. Definitely an interesting problem to have. The little Manitou is really nice. The one that I put on the server? Yeah, that is actually surprisingly nice. I do like the forklift as well. Hoping the Zetter comes back. I don't know if Giants will bring it back. It might appear as a mod, but I don't think it'll appear as something from Giants. It's one of the many things that I know a bit more about than I can say. What happened to Zetter? I know more than I can say. Unfortunately, on that matter. Sim's just teasing Rob now. Big Bud's still to come. The Holmer stuff that Giants, I think, promised, or I think said would be coming out, still to come. There's still a lot of stuff still to come, and in that pile of mods that are kind of being worked on and yet to come out. No Zetter because of that other heap of game. I have no idea what you're talking about, Fahy. IT Runner still come out, yeah. Looking forward to the IT Runner, to be quite honest. The New Holland Square Baler is not out yet. That, I think, is in the works. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's still in the works. Pure Farming, or whatever it's called. I mean, okay, I couldn't possibly comment on that, Faye. I said nothing. I said nothing. Dusty's video of Dusty Cove is amazing. I've not seen that yet. I think he's only just made that as well. So it's gone up since I've been live. So I'll check that out after the stream. How are we doing for time? We're at 7 o'clock. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this field. I know that I maybe shouldn't, but I'm going to finish this field and then we'll call it a stream. It's not pure farming, it's pure crap. Wow, that's a bit vicious fast. I take it you're not a big fan of pure farming. What did Z2? What did Zetter have in FS17? Was it like 1 or 2 tractors? Were Zetters in 17? CR1090 can't go up the slightest hill. Yeah, combines struggle a lot more than they used to in 19. I've noticed this myself. They're a bit more struggle bussy. Was it 3 tractors Zetter had? Ah. Definitely not only anything good, was we got some nice mods from it. I wouldn't say they were nice, because they looked very basic. Did have a look at the mods that came from Pure Farming and they were very, very basic. Things changed, Glengar. Things are all liable to change. Better goes too low on the CR10. That seems, yeah, that seems to be kind of an issue across combines. Probably is going to be fixed in the big bug fix patch that's on the way. There we go. It's 35. Oh, I thought it was 3500 even. No, it's 3540 this thing takes. I'm missing glance mod so much. And even just the little percentage indicators on the combines and stuff, like, there's something that I'm missing from FS17. So where can I sell the oats? Because Grain Elevator East is 676. There's Grain Elevator East. Oh wow, that's really out of the way. It's gonna be the best place to sell. Let's get over to the grain elevator in the east then. This is basically a full trailer. Welcome back, Dusty. I hear your Dusty Cove video's already up. You put the little one to bed. Aww. I hear you put a video up of Dusty Cove or something that I've obviously not seen yet. So we're going to take the same route basically that we were taking down to Lime Station, Port Southeast. But there's going to be another little turn to the grain elevator now. It's only 25 seconds long. I'll still watch it. I'll still give you them tasty, tasty views. Kind of curious how that map looks in 19, to be honest. It's spam Vita Harvest Field 19. Yeah, unfortunately some combines are better than others in 19. In terms of having less issues currently. But I'm pretty certain that the issues that are there are known bugs now, especially the headers issues. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it's all fixed in patch probably 1.2 it'll be called. Also, you guys, I've just noticed, have really slacked on the likes today. We're only at 38. Let's get a like spike going. We've got 41 people in chat. I want to try and hit 50 likes. I'm pretty sure there's, what, 12 people who haven't hit the like button yet in chat currently. I'm really having to drag these likes out of you guys lately, and I don't know why. I knocked over 3 sings. I'm sorry that I knocked over 3 sings, and maybe we'll hit some signs. Am I sure? Am I sure of what, Blash? I hit... Oop. There we go, I've knocked over a sign just for balance. After hitting the 3 sings. What header shoes? Some of the headers are too low to the ground when they're on the combine. About likes? Well, no, but it's always a good guess. You meant signs with an H. I mean, I don't see how I keep knocking over so many signs. I mean, just look at how good my driving is. I've no idea, like, how am I hitting so many signs? I'm not noticing any of these signs that I'm apparently hitting. I'm playing Sign Smasher 19 again. What do you mean? What do you mean we're playing Sign Smasher? I'm not hitting any signs. I have no idea what you guys are talking about with me hitting all these signs. I mean, I'm just driving along the road. Like, I don't know what. I may hit 1 or 2 every so often, but I'm not hitting as many as you guys are seeming to think. But the way you guys are talking, it seems like I'm going out of my way to hit every sign I can come across. Truckers MP, you're having a blast on Truckers MP? Having more fun than I ever did then, Wolf. I'll be very honest, because I never enjoyed Truckers MP. Woohoo! Oh my god, that one's got a right spin on. That was brilliant! I've never seen a sign do that before. I need to figure out exactly how I hit that sign to hit all the other signs that same way. Because that spazzed out in the best way possible. That was amazing. Giannis is about it, he might want to, or even you, Glengar, Sim, run that through Google Translate, see what he's trying to promote. Because I'm fairly sure he was trying to promote something. Whatever on Truckers MP convoys, no. I did in the past, and it just ends up with me getting walloped left, right, and centre by people who can't drive. We should start going to the Russian streams and just spamming that we're live in English. I'm the best driver, I know! I mean, I've got a 100% record of hitting every sign on the map. It's quite an achievement. He said he loves my content. Somehow I doubt that, Sim. You're late. Yes, I'm going to be finishing up quite soon. Now what came up on your screen? How am I not surprised? It is either him promoting something or saying something incredibly offensive. One of the two. No. Let's not end the stream with somebody threatening everybody, apparently. How am I today? I'm good. Number 2. I figured as much. Called me a hangover. I'm guessing it was something to do about me being drunk, which is very rich coming from a Russian. No offense to any of the legitimate Russian viewers here, but somebody who does that in an English stream in Russian can't be sober. He can take his own advice, though. Oh, was it Ukrainian? I do apologize. I mean, I'm sure Russia thinks it's all Russia, but my point stands. Sure, if you ask the Russian government, they'd say it's all Russia. But we are going to finish the stream here in a second. I just want to sell off the rest of these oats and then we'll call it a day. No politics! You can pick up the logs in the... Oh, I didn't know that, Deutz. I did not know that. That's a cool addition. So there's just free logs lying around in game now. I wonder, could you drive up that? And now that I'm curious. Can you drive up this? Ooh. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. Can you drive down the other side? Just about. Wonderful. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you definitely can. RainbowDave's random ponderings. Hey, that looks like a ramp. Can you drive up it? Have you been banned from a Discord? if you're asking, the answer's probably yes, and if the answer's probably yes, there's probably a reason. I missed the sign. That's the immortal sign. It will live forever. It's actually unknockdownable. Oh, that one actually is immortal. So 26 grand. We can't really buy much with 26 grand. Good. But that is more or less going to do it for the stream today, guys. Because you tagged Pedro. Well, there's your mistake. Literally says in the rules, don't tag or message Pedro if you want to stay in the server. And I can tell you, I looked at the log, the admin log. Yeah, he did ban you for that. What's wrong with Pedro? He doesn't like people. Pasta and beer is the diet. That's pretty much what I had for 3 years in uni, was like pasta, pizza and beer. That's why I'm fat. Pedro doesn't like people. So if you tag him, he doesn't get very happy. Why is there so many thumbs down? I don't know, but they still help. I don't know how many thumbs down we have. I've probably insulted somebody or other. $10. Hey, 60 likes effectively. I mean, thumbs down still helps, so I genuinely don't care about them. I probably said something that somebody took as being offensive. Probably with regards to... exactly, Tom. And so to the whole of Russia. I did apologize to the Russians who aren't idiots. I also said that people shouldn't try and force me to play Farm Sim the way they want me to. Which might have insulted somebody or other who was thinking of doing exactly that. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I'll be back tomorrow with some more multiplayer. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.